Yo, what's going on, folks? It's Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction and reviews of all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime figures, McFarlane, sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff. So, like, subscribe, get notified when we do all sorts of fun stuff like this, and then maybe consider becoming a member. So today we are going to finish out our Diablo statue figures with the final 3 that we've got of the epic, rare, and common of the Sorceress. And so let's take a look at these, see how these compare, and tell you which one's my favorite and if you should go with it. So let's do it. This is it, folks. It's the last of them. Diablo 4's Sorceress, and we got all 3 of them here. We got the common, the rare, and the epic, and we're going to unbox them all and kind of tell you, see what we get with the mystery weapons, tell you which one's my favorite and all that good stuff. But here it is, the Sorceress. As you know, it's one of those builds that you can play in Diablo 4, and as you can guess, it mainly uses lots of magic, but has that, you know, same box look here. Now again, this, if y'all don't remember my last videos, all of my crunchy boxes here came from McFarlane Toys that way. Thank God I'm doing these out of the box because, and I was able to get a discount because they came all damaged packaging. But this is it. This is what it looks like. We went through the Blood Bishop, and we got a scepter that will go with her as well, with that too as well. So, but this is pretty cool. I mean, looks really awesome. Again, the last few figures are awesome. Again, these are not action figures, these are more like stands and things like that. So let's do this. Let's get them out of the box, and let's start with the common, and let's see what we get and see what mystery weapon we get. Well, we've got her out of the package, folks, and this is everything you get inside the box. That's what I love about these Diablo 4 figures. You get a lot of stuff. Even though you don't get imposability, what it lacks in imposability, you do get in stuff, loot, just like the Diablo game. Something I did forget to tell you and show you, these are the mystery weapons that you can get. I'm going to scoot this over here. So you can either get this skull here, this new scepter, or this staff here. So that's kind of cool. So you have 1 in 4 chance to get something there. So let's see what I do. I remember in my Barbarian video, I got just about all the same weapons. In my Druids, I got all the same weapons. And then, of course, I had better luck with my Necromancer. And then the Blood Bishop had some really cool epic gear. But that is so cool. So what you get here in the box, of course, you do get the stickers, which has the Sorceress's insignia. Of course, this nice cool picture, and this little picture here too as well. That was upside down, but that's pretty awesome. I like that. That's cool. You also get, let me put the figure to the side, you get this alternate head with the mask, which, I mean, very cool detail. Love it. Love the blue. Blue is one of my favorites there. So this is a really nice one. And this is the common one, and this one's called the Hydra Lightning Sorceress. So very cool. I like that. Hail Hydra. Then you also get this hand that holds the mask there. It's like Hamlet, you know. There we go. Instead of a skeleton, it holds the mask. Very nice detail in that mask there. And again, like I've said before, you can bring out these details by, you know, using like a black wash or something like that on these to kind of mod them up a little bit. This is the staff. Staff of Ra. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the Staff of Ra that was used to find the Ark of the Covenant. No, maybe not. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a little delirious. But very cool with the gold. And then, of course, the scepter with the snake here is kind of awesome as well. And then let's bring in the figure itself before we get into the mystery Mouscatool. And so here it is. And from a height standpoint, what you're looking at from the bottom of the base to the figure, you're looking at about 6.5 inches from the base to the figure, 6 inches there. So that's where this scales from a height standpoint. I mean, just again, this is one of my favorite looking ones. If you kind of look at the face, let me pull this in, pop this up a little bit. Just a really nice head sculpt there. Really good paint job, really cool. The eyes, the blue outfit, I think looks really, really great. Some of the articulation you get is very limited. It's in the hands. So in the hands, you can move those just a hair to kind of have things pointing where they need to point. But just the nice outfit here with the browns, the blues. I think they did a really great job with the Sorceress. I'm glad I saved this one. I think this is the best for last, besides the Blood Bishop. The Blood Bishop looked cool. But yeah, very cool, very awesome. We can take this staff, we can stick it in her hand like so. And the hands are very pliable, so you can really get that going there. And then there we go. So we got her with that staff on. And then just to change the heads out, all you got to do is just wiggle, and it should just pop right off. And then you can put on the alternate head, just like so. And that looks pretty wicked. That looks pretty wicked. That's awesome. I love it. I think that looks great. I wish her hand, she had a closed hand so she can kind of hold that too as well. But yeah, I guess you can kind of put it like so if you wanted to, just to kind of have it precariously balancing. But let's see which mystery weapon I got. I'm curious about that. Let me put her regular head back on. I think she looks prettier with this. There we go. So let's see here. What do we have in the bag? Feels very long and tall and things like that. So Mystery Mouse Cthulhu, what can you be? Let's take a look. And so yeah, we got the skeleton staff. That looks gnarly. Look at that. That looks cool. That's pretty gnarly. That's awesome. Wow. I mean, I'd be intimidated if you saw that coming at you. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty glad I got that one. That is awesome. So let's do this. Let's get some of the other ones out, and I'll go ahead and take them all out of the box, and then we'll do the mystery weapons each individual here too as well. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Now the other two are out of the package, and triple the pleasure, tripper the fun. These royal ladies look amazing. And so first of all, what you got here is with this one, this is the epic. This is the Ice Blades Sorceress here. And then the next one, which is the rare, is the Firebolt Sorceress. So this is the Firebolt Ice Blade, and then the other one was again the Hydra Lightning Sorceress. So very nice. And again, all the accessories look the same. So let's bring in the rare one again right here, so we can kind of see. She's gorgeous. Yep, you're pretty. You're a pretty lady. Hello, pretty lady. But just amazing. I love the details. I love the look of this statue too as well. And then, I mean, all of the stuff is the same accessories that you get, and the same kind of, you know, alternate head that you get with it too as well. But love that this is a red emblem on this one here. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. And then that's a red sorceress there. That's awesome. And then we got her mystery weapon right here, which we'll open here in just a moment. Let's bring in the Ice Blade. She's a redhead. I have a thing for redheads. I married one, so, but she is gorgeous. So again, just the colors. I don't know which one's my favorite. All three of them look gorgeous. It may be the epic one. The epic one may be my favorite here, but the red looks great. The blue looks great. They all look really good. That's all I gotta say. They all look really gorgeous. I mean, which one's your favorite? If you pulled all three of them in here, and you can just put A, B, or C. That's what we'll say here, A, B, or C. And again, I think this one looks. Oh gosh, I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. I know this one I think will be number 1. Number 2 is going to be tough for me on which one that I like better of the three. But this one right here, I think is going to be my favorite. Just the black outfit with the red hair just really pops. I think that looks great. But that's not what we're here to see. We want to see what mystery weapons we get. So let's start with the one that came with the epic here. So let's see what's in here. It feels very small. So let's take a look at what we got. Ah, cool. We got this wicked, gnarly looking scepter staff thingy here. That's pretty awesome. Let's put that in her hand here. I don't know where I can stick that. There we go. Yeah. That looks cool. All I need is like some like cool bluish effects or something like that we can have coming out of that. That looks wicked awesome. And then we got this one here. Let's see. Oh, it feels like another spear. So feels like another spear. Kind of did not look out and get the other scepter, but there it is. Another spear for me. Wah, 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 wah. So there we go. Boom. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't get the other scepter or the skull head. That would have been cool. Oh well. But that's what we get here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this head off of this one and give her the gold mask. That's one of the other big differences too with this one. It has the gold instead of the silver mask on that. So that looks gnarly awesome. And then we'll give her her skull staff here. Oh, it's gotten a little limp there when you need some blue pill there or something. There we go. There we go. That looks cool. That looks cool. And then what we'll do here is with my little favorite lady here, we'll put the mask there too. There we are. That's friggin' awesome. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's get back together for some of my final thoughts around these and the rest of these. Well, actually, no, before we do that, let's bring in the other figures. So now that we have now that our collection is complete, I'm going to scoot all the rest of these accessories away, and we'll bring in the other figures so we can kind of have just a good old Diablo 4 raid party here. And just really quickly, just show how she compares to some other figures. We got 3.75 Star Wars, 6-inch black figure, 5-inch McFarlane Demon Slayer, and a 7-inch McFarlane figure there. So you can see how she scales, but let's get them out of the way because they are not a part of this little menagerie, this raid group against the Blood Bishop. Let's move y'all because I gotta back this camera up to get them all in the shot. And good old Tarn back there, he's like, I want to be a part. Well, Tarn, you're gonna have to move. So let me see if I can get everybody in. There we go. That's cool. That's awesome. So you can really like rearrange these and start having, you know, just good old battles amongst all your figures and things like that. And just, man, now it's all complete. We got this huge just raid party to take out the Blood Bishop there. All we need is like the Lilith and some other bosses and things like that. Some of the other classes. Hopefully maybe there's a wave 2 that'll come out that'll have some of the other classes and things like that. I can't wait for that. I think these all look very, very cool. But yeah. So of all the figures, when I take a look at them, which ones are my favorite of them all? That's the tough one, right? So I will start with favorite Sorceress, of course. Let's bring this back in so that way I can get closer. So my favorite Sorceress, of course, is going to be this one, the Epic Iceblade Sorceress. She's cool. She's wicked awesome. I think she's great. Now from a Barbarian, the Rend Barbarian here is going to be my favorite amongst them. The Druids, it's going to have to be my one that looks like Merida's dad. I think that looks great. And then of the Necromancers, I think it's going to have to be the one, this one right here. Let me get this in the shot. Let's put this one back here. So here are my 4. This is my party that will go up against the Blood Bishop right there. This is my party. This is who it is. This is going to take out the bad guy there. So very cool. Very cool. So now I can kind of go, let's put this like that. Actually, let's do this. Ooh. Sorry, I'm playing with my toys, folks. That's what we're here to do, right? Play with our toys. Let's do like this. We'll get you going like so. We'll get you kind of pointing this way and get you kind of looking like that. And now they're taking it on. They're taking on the Blood Bishop. So cool. Very cool. And if you need reinforcements, they are all around you. All around. So let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on the Sorceress and the Diablo 4 McFarlane figure line. So some of my final thoughts on Diablo 4's The Sorceress. First of all, she's a babe. Swing, right? But anyway, she would be Abraham Lincoln if she was a president, right? A Babosaurus Rex if she was a dinosaur. But no, this is her right there. This one's my favorite of them all. Right there, the Ice Blade one. Ice Blade Sorceress. I believe that's what the one this is called. Let me just double check. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, Ice Blade Sorceress. I got her with the little kind of cool little craggly thing, and this, I may replace this with the epic weapon that I got out of that Blood Bishop. So number 1, then I'm just going to have to do tied for number 2 right there, is both of these here. Just, these are, again, if you're looking for action figures, like ones that you can pose, these are not for you. But if you like statues that have limited posability, a lot of accessories, and you like the game Diablo 4, these are right up your alley. So of these now, so we have the Necromancer, the Sorceress, the Barbarian, and the Druid. And then of course the enemy, the Blood Bishop. I would say first place for me is probably going to go to probably the Blood Bishop. I think the Blood Bishop it's just menacing. It looks freaking cool. Second place would be Sorceress. Third place, let's go with the Barbarian. Fourth place, Necromancer. Fifth place, Druid. That's where it's going to land for me right now on these statues. So, but yeah, I love the fact that you have these mystery weapons. I've had a little bit better luck going forward through these to have some of them. But again, I don't know. I wish there was a place, maybe I'll have to look on Reddit or Twitter or Facebook or something like that, where you can swap out any extra weapons you have. If you're looking for a certain weapon, that someone be like, hey, I have this one, you want to trade it for this one? That would be awesome. So any of y'all out there that are watching this and you say, hey, I have this weapon, and do you have this weapon, and you want to trade? Let me know. Tell me in the comments, because I'll probably be more than glad to do that, and we'll work it out and figure it out. But love the Sorceress. I hope they do a wave 2, because there's a lot more characters that they can do, a lot more enemies that they can do, and I hope down the road they bring out some posable ones. That would be very, very cool, you know, to have that. Now I know I would love to get, and it may come down the road a little bit when I have a little bit more cash, the World of Warcraft ones. I think those would be awesome to do, but we'll see what happens on that. But overall, again, I think these figures here are pretty awesome. These are pretty awesome. These are my second favorite of all the Diablo 4 ones that I do have. But I'm glad I got them. And like I said, I got them for a killer deal. They were offering a VIP special for half off, and I think it was like, you know, I ended up spending like $150 or $175 for all except for the Ren Barbarian, Necromancer 2-pack, and the Blood Bishop. But the 9 other figures, that was a great deal on that. So, but check your local GameStop. They'll have those, and be on the lookout at GameStop, because sometimes they run those buy one get one 50%. They run 40% off, things like that. So look out, that you could probably pick these up for a really good bargain when you see those. But yeah. That's it. That's all I got to say about the Sorceress, and this concludes my Diablo 4 series. So make sure you look back through the rest of them. I'll have the playlist up. I'll put a link to that and be able to see which ones and my thoughts about those. But in the meantime, folks, y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.